This is the Norwood building, the Norwood House that sits on the Norwood estate, a historic landmark that was designated when I was on the commission. It was built around 1925 by one of Austin's noted architects, Hugo Cuny, and was set on an estate property here. It is a city historic designated landmark, but as you can see, it's in total disrepair. I brought it to the attention of the city officials, Parks Department officials, with no luck. I brought it to the attention of the Historic Landmark Commission, who is the guardian of city-owned historic landmarks, and nothing has been done. And so I think it's about time that the city of Austin does something to restore its own historic landmarks. Every year in March and April, the Historic Landmark Commission goes through its inventory of historically designated landmarks. All of them qualify for some sort of tax abatement. There's a checklist of things that one has to maintain on their structure, and the Landmark Commission can recommend that that the tax abatement be reduced or not given because persons are not maintaining their structures. Here is a city-owned landmark where nothing's been done. Nothing's done to protect it. I guess it goes by the old expression, do as I say and not as I do. And I just am really extremely disappointed in the response from my letters to the city council, to the Landmark Commission. I've even informed the Heritage Society, who is another guardian of historic structures, and they say the house is on their watch list. But as you see, daily this structure continues to deteriorate. There are windows open to the outside. Any transient could come in here and set the building on fire, and then we would lose this city designated landmark forever. There was also a swimming pool here that I don't know why the city filled in. It was the very first swimming pool privately owned in the city of Austin. I recall that it was here, and now it looks like it's been filled in by the city, which was one of its significance, is that this estate had the first swimming pool in Austin, and they opened it up to all citizens who wanted to use their swimming pool. I remember coming down Riverside Drive when I was little and marveling at that these people who were private homeowners had a swimming pool when no one else in Austin had such. This is, I guess you would call it a prairie-style home. It was built by Mr. Norwood, who also built the landmark, city-designated landmark, the Norwood building. He was a stockbroker, and at the time he moved to Austin about 1919. He bought this estate for his wife, and he promised her he was going to build a castle in the sky. And at the time, the only high-rises we had in Austin were the Littlefield building and the Scarborough building. And he chose to build the Norwood Tower, which has the wedding cake style that many people in Austin are familiar with. It was also built in 25. But his basic claim to fame is he was an entrepreneur. He was a stockbroker. There was beautiful grounds here. There was beautiful gardens here, and as you see, the front portico is totally deteriorating and getting ready to fall. You know, something like this isn't going to last very long if immediate action is not taken by the city.